Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the podcast. I'm your host, Samantha with Love.Live.Dance, and today I am joined by the amazing Kimberly Mitchell, who is a former UK Open International Latin and Standard Champion, a two-time US Professional Latin Champion, current coach, adjudicator, judge, and just overall wonderful person.
I think the thing that I notice the most, that gets me the most, there are so many people that look alike. So I think, I don't want to, we put the blame on YouTube, but let's face it, let's put the blame on YouTube. There are so many avenues that people can go to now to learn. Yes, dancing's evolved, and I wouldn't want it to necessarily look how it did in years gone by, but the charisma and the characteristics and the character of that person who's dancing, I think that's what I'd like to see more of. Yeah. So for our industry, it isn't like, let's say skating. That's evolved by, once upon a time it was, could you do one spin, could leaps and jumps and spinning in the air. I don't know the term, so I'm not going to butcher it. And then it moved on to 2, and then it moved on to 3, and then it's a quadruple, blah, 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 blah. So in their industry, that's how they moved on, and that's how they are being judged. In the ballroom dance industry, I'm not judging you on if you can spin 17 times. I don't care. I want to see how you move from foot to foot and how you interact with your partner. For me, the artistry, the realness and the rawness that is out there today, I love. But I don't want to see everybody looking the same.
Yeah. So
I would love more personality. And I think going back to the whole YouTube, we went through a stage where everybody learned off of the greats at that time. But what they didn't do it smart and take the special flair. They took everything. They took the wink, they took the point, they took the nod, they took the flick, they took what was that person and just copied it. They didn't even take it and make it their own. So you just had stamps of Slavic and stamps of Karina. Instead of, Karina does this really well, how can I make that mine? How can I make that even better than Karina? How can I make it even yummier than Slavic? I need that. Instead of, well, I'm just going to copy what Slavic does because it works for him. Well, yes, it does, but now you got to find something different. So that to me, I would, and I'm going to say this, I would rather watch Smooth because it's so different and everybody's so different than a Latin competition where, for me as a judge, I stand there and yes, I have my opinions and I know who's going to win. I know who I want to win and I know why. But I stand there for a minute and go, oh my goodness, everybody looks the same. And you're all good. It's not that they're at a low level. They're all at a really high level. But now, then as a judge, I'm now waiting for something bad to happen. I'm judging based on something I really don't like rather than something I like. Yeah. So it's the least offensive that normally wins.
Which, yeah, I don't know how I feel about that, but I know it's true because I hear it time and time again from judges that I speak to. It's like, and I want to see someone stand out, even if it's very bad or very weird or very out there. I'd rather see a train wreck. Look again. I think that's.
I don't have speech bubbles above my head. That's probably a good thing.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine if suddenly every single judge just had a speech bubble pop up?
I would be in trouble. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree with you. I look at Instagram and I look at YouTube and I look at the videos that are getting posted. I'm like, I've seen that routine. Or, okay, I saw that particular move on Dennis and Antonia during their World of Dance showcase, and now I'm seeing it on a completely different couple, and they're trying to do it the same way, and it's like, that doesn't work for your body. You know, one of the things that I found very early on is because I'm 5'10", pushing 5'11" without heels, I have to dance my jive very differently because my 5'11" frame does not support the jive that a 5'2" person can do. So yeah, I also feel like, and maybe this is just coming from some of the frustrations that I've found now that I'm teaching more and more and teaching more full time, is students really want to mirror what they see in other people. And I feel like it's a good learning technique, but then you also have to figure out, okay, at what stage in the process, day 1, day 50, day 500, do I say, okay, I love that you've absorbed all this information from all of your different coaches and all your different instructors. There is no right way. Show me the right way for you.
Exactly. There's no right and wrong. It's what works and what doesn't work.
Yeah.
And for me, going in and coaching, I use that phrase a lot because it's ballroom dancing. It's my body working how my body works, and exactly how you said. 5'10", I'm 5'4". It's going to be completely different. And for me, when I was dancing at a time when, and I'm curvy. I have shoulders, I have hips, and I go right in the middle. And what looks good on me doesn't necessarily look good on somebody else, but it's not wrong. And yes, I can give it a go, but at the end of the day, in order for, if we're being honest, if you're going to be a competitor, when we say I'm just doing it for the fun of it, nobody really wants to compete and lose.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
do other things that don't have a trophy at the end of it, that don't have a first, second, and third. But if you are going to go into that competitive realm, then find out what works for you and what makes you special. And what makes you special is what's on the inside. So bring that to the outside rather than bringing to the outside what's special on person number 2 on Instagram.
Yeah. No, I think that's absolutely 100% the direction that I love to see students and instructors and everybody move in. What other trends are you seeing as a judge that you either are really glad to see in a certain dance style, or you would prefer if folks moved away from it?
I think every now and then the overly sexed moves. Can we say that? Yes,
you can say that.
That's a nice way of saying it. I don't know if that's just me being very English, or it's just I don't want to. There's other ways around to portray love and pleasure than some of those moves. I think that for me, I get a little bit awkward, and I love when couples dance to the judges. Just don't do it for a long period of time, because you make me feel uncomfortable, and then I tend to do the whole.
Let me look at any couple past you.
Yeah, and make it obvious that I'm now not looking at you, and I would like to look at somebody else. So yeah, I think everybody's trying their best, and they're even couples that taking from YouTube. Everybody's trying their best. So, you know what? Why not? And the nice thing is, a competition, I'm not the only judge. So what I like, somebody else might not like. What they like, I may not. So 9 times out of 10, the result is fair.
Yeah, there are enough differing opinions to have it balance out to a nice medium.
Yeah.
Latin's
the one that I'm not so much in love with, as that's my thing. That's what I won with. That's who I am. I've kind of now, like I said, I love watching Smooth. Smooth's my favorite because everybody is so different. Okay, I found something. The tragic face in Viennese waltz. Oh, yeah, all of that. I'm not sure I'm in love with that, but
Yes.
I'm going to go with it.
We get that Viennese waltz is a sad dance, but we don't want to think that you're in pain as you're dancing it.
Yeah. I don't want to have to run on with a Band-Aid or a, tube grip, because I think you've hurt yourself.
Yes. Yeah. On the thought of rumba being a little bit too steamy at times, I don't want to ever watch a competition and feel uncomfortable or like I'm seeing something that I shouldn't be seeing. You can hint at things. You can give the emotional quality of things, but tone it down just a little bit.
Yeah. I remember Shirley Ballas, having lesson with Shirley Ballas when I was, I think, like 16. Because we were already in youth. I danced with a guy that was older than me. So I was already dancing in amateur, dancing against ladies that had got world experience. But Shirley Ballas taught me how to be feminine and how to put hands on myself that wasn't putting hands on myself.
Yes, absolutely.
So it's like across the throat and down the side. And if you have to do something down, like on yourself, go down the middle. It's not all like,
yes,
I don't want to see it.
And okay, I will get myself in trouble in this one.
Yes, we haven't got in trouble yet. Let's do it.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm Samantha with Love.Live.Dance. Thanks, Kimberly, again for coming on.
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
We will see you next week.